Good afternoon. Again, we are here in the studio to talk about movie watching session. This time, we have a new guest, a student from English Language and Literature Department, who's fourth year grade, right?
Yes, fourth.
And we have been just showing movies to our students as part of the extracurricular activities so far. And today, we are going to talk about a few different topics, such as showing movies with or without subtitles, movie choosing criteria, with or without handouts to give students as a practice exercise, advantages and disadvantages using movies as a extracurricular activity in ELT, and feedback mostly taken from our students. And we are going to discuss movies should be included in language teaching curriculum or not. And again, practice exercises which are very beneficial to you to use at the end of the movie to get feedback from our students. And first of all, I would like to start with our new student from our department,
Yes.
English Language and Literature. Would you please just introduce yourself very briefly?
Of course. My name is Aizat. I am from fourth year. I am fourth year student, and I'm here to just discuss this about movies. So, that's all.
Do you like watching movies?
Of course, I like. I watch a lot.
Have
If
you
I
ever?
find some time, free time, I always watch TV.
Okay.
movies?
Have you ever joined our movie watching session so far
Once.
in the movie theater?
Yes, once.
Do you remember what was the name of the movie?
It was about Kyrgyz movie. It was Kyrgyz movie. Kızıl Alma is Red Apple. It was about Red Apple.
Okay. And first of all, I would like, you watched movies. We have been just assigning movies to our students for a long time, Yıldız Hanım. And first of all, we might tell our ideas, maybe showing movies with or without subtitles. What do you think about this? Which is more useful for our students, not for the beginners, of course.
Okay. I think anyway it is better to use movies with subtitles. It turned out to be right at yesterday's movie. Maybe
Which is Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind, yes. Maybe it is all that's why. But I think anyway it is necessary first to be with subtitles. Maybe later, when they have bigger experience of watching movies, we can just give them movies without any subtitles.
Most probably we have to discuss these things with the students maybe. Because sometimes when they follow the subtitles while they are watching the movie, they lost all the sceneries, all the scenes in the movie, because they wonder how they translate it or how they write down in English. And personally, in my opinion, it shouldn't be subtitled. And we have to show them the movies without subtitle. And if it is, the subtitle is sometimes, if it is in different languages, that's okay, no problem. Let's say the movie is in English, but subtitle should be in Kyrgyz or in Turkish, in Russian, whatever. It is a kind of sort of like, it is helpful for our students to maybe to learn or to practice how they were translated into another language. But if it is in two different languages, but they are speaking talking in the movie, and we write the sentences. And sometimes there is no coincidence. And no parallelism between the movie subtitle and the spoken language. What do you think about this? Since you've been watching movies for a long time.
As a learner, I can say that first I prefer to...
You're a learner, but you are going to be a teacher in a few months.
Okay. I think first a learner should just watch without subtitles. If it's hard to her or to him, she can try with subtitles. And then she will just gain more. If she, for example, movies without subtitles can be like a challenge for her, and she can just try to find out the spelling of that word. At the same time, she can just gather in the mind the phonetic sound of that word, and then try to spell that word and find out, look up dictionary. It can be just challenge and very beneficial for her, for learning.
So it helps pronunciation and pronunciation first, you mean?
Yes, for pronunciation.
And then it helps also their comprehension.
Yes, we just speak, we acquire a foreign language by imitating their like sound systems, spelling system. It will be beneficial, I think.
Yeah, but we help them and call them down there to the movie theater, not to read the screen. We want to watch the movie.
Yeah.
And you know, the comprehension might not be always very visual. And it is not, and it shouldn't be very visual all the time. And when you have your comprehension, you watch the movie, and then you sometimes we watch the scenery, scenes, which has no conversation, but we still think about it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I mean, anything to add?
About subtitles?
Yeah.
With
or without?
Okay. Do you remember the film which we watched without subtitles, but it was in Turkish?
Yeah, the first part was in Turkish,
yes,
not the second part.
Yes, Meet Joe Black, yeah?
Yeah, Meet Joe Black.
And next day when I asked students about their impressions, they said, yes, it was, you know, not so difficult. We understood. Yes, of course, there were moments, but anyways, they could catch the main idea. It means that maybe you are right, but I think that it depends on the film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
mostly, yeah. Which is the classical movies, the language used in the movie might be very difficult, and we can discuss. We are going to discuss the language used in the movies later on, not in this talk now. It should be discussed. The languages used in the movies.
Yeah.
But anyway, I insist on that. If the movie is in English, the subtitles might be in different languages. That is going to be very useful for them. I mean, the students' mother tongue or second language maybe, because it helps to comprehend, for their comprehension. But if the movie is in English and the subtitles are in English, so personally, I think there's no use for that. It's my idea. And of course, you don't need to just share my idea. You don't need to agree with me.
I think I was like preparing for TOEFL, and while that duration, I just applied for MBA, ABA. It was called like online English course. And there was lots of movies with subtitles, without subtitles, and I chose just with subtitles. And then I tried to just, if there is some hardships for me, I tried to apply another one. I tried another one which is with subtitles, and then it was like. I was like, at the same time, I could develop my listening skills, and then
reading skills.
Yes, speaking skills at the same time. Yes.
Okay, and then in the meantime, if you just let them watch the movies and with the subtitle, they improve their listening skill and reading skill because they read the subtitles.
They read the subtitles.
Okay, thank you very much. And our second topic here for discussion today, movie choosing criteria. We discussed that just a little bit a couple of maybe months ago, but we didn't go into that in detail. But I'm going to ask you this question first, as a student. And what should be the movie choosing criteria for showing the students as part of the extracurricular activity. The movies, I'm sorry, the movies should be drama, adventure, documentary, classical, thrilling, or detective, or something else. What kind of movies, if we chose, before going into detail in the movies, the type of the movies, do you think might be very useful and beneficial for students? Have you got any idea?
Yeah. If we just choose from different parts of the movie industry, for example, first lesson about drama, and it can be beneficial for students who are interesting, who like drama, who have a keen interest in drama, and they can just, it can be challenging for her, and she will just, she or he will just try to understand everything. At the same time, it will be like interesting, and she will just try to everything to understand that movie. And second lesson can be like romantic movie who loves
Romances.
Romance, yes, romance.
The girl most like romances, right?
Yeah.
How about the boys?
Detective movies. Yes.
So, I'm sorry. We have to show 2 movies at a time. Half of the screen
No.
for romance, half of the screen for boys.
Try to choose from different parts of the.
Yeah, but we are just going into the common share. I mean, common sense. We have a group of students, boys and girls, mostly girls, of course, and so we might have some reactions against the romance movies, and we don't have a very common likes and dislikes while we're choosing the movies. We are not going into the theme of the movie now. It is another topic to be discussed. What type of movie, Jilizan?
You know, I think that it is impossible to choose a movie which is suitable or which can be liked by everyone.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yes, it can be. Because yesterday when Gone with the Wind was, guys, they said no, because it is too romantic. I wouldn't. Maybe, as Aizat said, just trying to use a variety of genres.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe, yes, one day detective, and just try to...
Every week we change the movies, right?
Yes, of course,
And
as you do.
I agree with you. Yeah, we have to change the movies. And who likes the movies? That kind of movie, come and watch. But our aim here is not to get the students come together and take them, to the movie theater and let them watch the movie and for 2 hours or 3 hours and sit and relax. No, it is not what we're looking for. We are going to discuss every kind of practice exercise at the end of the movie. We have done so far a little bit, but we couldn't do very much. We'll try to do that. And here, maybe as a common sense, we might choose different movies and for each week. Let's say, and
Yes.
the Gone with the Wind was, the movie Gone with the Wind was very classical.
Yes.
And it's already very classical, so I sometimes got lost in the movie because it was about 1800s. The scenes, the costumes, the people, and the drama in it, the themes were quite different. So I sometimes got lost. I couldn't follow the trailer at least. So, and the movie, as far as I know, the movie should be a little bit up to date to the students' needs and to the students' likes and dislikes, maybe. And so, do we all agree that we choose different movies for different tastes and likes and different weeks, right?
Yes, we
Yes.
totally agree. Yes.
But sometimes our lecturers insist on that, choosing the movies about the English language and literature, and mostly in English language. For example, and Shakespearean plays, and or Charles Dickens novels. It is also useful, I believe, for some reasons to talk to the students or to give the students a chance to see the novels very lively in the movie, right? Okay, and we have one more question, another question, one more item, of course.
Item.
With or without handouts prior to the movie watching session? Do we have to give handouts to our students because the students are the main objects over there? Do we have to give handouts to our students before the movie or after the movie watching? Because in the handouts there are some exercises, there is some information about the movie, the trailer, the characters, the plot, whatever.
I think
as a student, you are going to answer this.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe if the handouts would be given out at the end of the film, it would be good, because while watching the movie, it can be just distracting, and we can just try to fill out some gaps while watching. It can be like we will get lost in the center of the movie, and I think it will be beneficial for a teacher and a student also, if it's given out at the end of the lesson. I mean, just at the beginning, teacher should just explain that you're gonna at the end of this movie you're gonna do some exercise, and just keep that in mind and try to analyze, learn everything in the movie. I believe that's the good idea.
Of course, we respect all the ideas. What do you think about this, Jill-san?
I think it is
Even
right.
though I know your idea, but
it is right. It is right to have them handouts, yes, before the movie.
Before the movie, right? Prior to watching.
Yes, of course.
Prior to watching, so they might have some information about the movie. Even though some students just watch the movie a couple of times, but it is very theoretical. I mean, we are doing that as part of curriculum. So we're trying to teach them how to watch and use movies in learning a foreign language. Our purpose is not only to have them watch the movie; they can watch themselves. No need to come here. There are a lot of facilities, but teach them how they can use the movie things, those multimedia things in teaching a foreign language. And I think time is up, and we have finished almost 20 minutes. And we are going to stop here, ladies. And it was a very good talk.
According to the items, yeah.
Yes.
We had a very good talk here, and for 20 minutes only. And next week, for next TV shooting again, we are going to discuss some other issues here with some other students, and we're going to have their ideas. And that's all for today. Thank you very much, and see you next weeks, I believe. Thank you.
Hocam, bu kapanış konuşmasını kameraya karşı tekrar yapar mısınız?
Tamam. Kameranız yanmadığı için konuşmadım ben. Thank you very much for joining us again, and this session, this discussion and talk. And next week, most probably next week's, we're going to discuss the rest of the topics from the items here with some other students and some other colleagues. And we're going to continue discussion, mostly adding some other topics to our list over here. And thank you very much for joining us again, and hope you enjoy your life, and see you later.